Right guys, welcome to another coaching video on Alpha Zone Secrets. It's Shiraz here. How's everybody doing out there? Okay, is everybody fine? Good. And I just want to talk about today discipline versus motivation. Guys, what is the difference between discipline and motivation? I know I did a video recently on staying disciplined and the difference of the two of them, and I thought I want to discuss the two of them because the two are very, very different, guys. And you know, um, as good as a man to distinguish between both of them and talk about it. Before I go into this coaching video, guys, I'd really, really appreciate um, you to support my channel. Please subscribe to my channel if you like the content I'm producing. It's in its early stages, but I've got a lot of good content for you, for the manosphere, for the guys out there. And like my videos, please comment, guys. It helps the YouTube algorithm and it gets my work out there. As I say, this is about alpha males. This channel is about personal development. It's about positive in the manosphere, and for guys all out there, there's going to be a lot of great content. So, without further ado, guys, let's crack into this discipline versus motivation, guys. Now, as a key element of both of these things, now, what is motivation? Okay, motivation is kind of like when you feel up for doing something and you feel positive about doing that thing, and you know and today, like, you feel motivated to get up and you feel motivated to work hard at your job or complete a task. Okay, motivation is kind of that's kind of example of it, that it's an emotional state. Motivation, it's how you feel in that day. So motivation is run by your emotional state. Okay, guys, it's run by your emotional state. Okay, so that's what motivation is. It's an emotional action. Okay, and that is really, really dependent on how you're feeling on that day. You maybe feel motivated, you feel great, you had a good night's sleep, you know, you've had a good week or something, and you felt motivated in that week. So that's what emotion is. Motivation is. Um, and what is discipline? Discipline is forcing yourself to do something when the motivation isn't there. So you don't feel like doing it, right? You're not in the mood to do it, but regardless of those factors, you drive yourself forward and do it. Okay, so discipline is taking the action to complete a task, a goal, without emotional attachment on it, without the emotional constraint behind it. Okay, and these two factors are very different from each other, because motivation, guys, won't drive you through to success. Motivation doesn't. Motivation could be detrimental because you might not feel motivated to do something at a certain point of time. You may go through, say you decided to lose weight or you want to get fit, and you feel, say it's a new year, and you get this, guys, all the time in New Year resolutions. Okay, and New Year resolutions, you get this all the time. You know, it's just like, I feel motivated this year, I'm going to do this, I've got the motivation to start the year off great, blah blah blah. But then what happens? You fall away. Okay, you fall away and you don't do it. After 1 month, you don't have the motivation to do it. You know, work life balance is not there, and you know, get tired, you get bored of it, whatever. But what takes you through that is the discipline. Discipline. It is the discipline that forces you past the emotional feeling of doing that thing. So the discipline, guys, is like an automatic pilot. Okay, it's like an automatic pilot, regardless of your feelings, regardless of the weather, regardless of you can't be bothered, regardless of procrastination. Um, discipline, discipline is, this must be done. That's the difference. Discipline, takes you through that point where you don't feel like doing it. Let's reflect this back to, I like to, guys, use a lot of gym analogy, because it's very easy to explain it, because explaining it in a method of explaining it in terms of when somebody goes to the gym is quite easy because guys, working out's one of the hardest things to do. Okay, certainly when you're not feeling up to it, or you've had a bad day, or you're tired, and you have these kind of certainly these kind of big routines to drive your to get through at the gym. And say you guys are heavy lifters, if you're not heavy lifters, whatever you do, the bags, cardio, whatever, it's still the effort of getting there, still the effort doing it. You might be tired on that day. The motivation again is not there. Motivation is attached to emotion. It's attached to your feeling, whereas discipline's an automatic thing. It's something you do regardless of it, how you feel inside. That's the disciplinary part of it. So, and in the gym, a lot of the times, what I tend to use and what gets me through a lot of these sessions and a lot of these workouts is the disciplinary factor. Okay, now don't get me wrong, guys. There's a lot of times I do not feel like going to the gym, and especially I don't know if anybody can relate to doing leg sessions at the gym, right? Leg sessions, as everybody knows, everybody hates doing leg sessions. The reason being is legs are such a large muscle group or a part. They require so much energy. The body just drives all the blood and everything, because it's such an effort. And it has to power that area, and you're exhausted. Legs are just such a dense kind of part of your muscle. You have to push them. They take a lot of weight. You walk around them all day, so it's a double effort. And say if you're just tired of that day, you can't be bothered, or you are just not feeling it. The weather's bad. You've had a long day at work. You just want to go home. It's one of the hardest things to do, right? And motivation can lack because again, it's emotional. It's how you feel in the day. It's a feeling, right? It's a feeling. So it's not going to be enough to drive you through that workout. And if you have those thought patterns, any of those thought patterns, even if you're suffering depression, or I understand that, depression, or you feel low or something, if something happens, that motivation is not going to be enough to take you through to the next level, is to take you through and get you through that workout. And then after that, you've battled that and you've got through that effort and that workout, and you would go home and feel 10 times amazing that you conquered that, even though the motivation wasn't there. And this is the difference between motivation and discipline. The discipline will allow you to do that. It's do or die. You have to do it. You have to be there. You have to do it. And that's the difference between motivation and discipline, guys. Okay, discipline is a key factor in any factor, your life, your career, how you use your time is a very key essential to being disciplined about the time. Time is tantamount, guys. Time is not on your side. Time is one of the biggest key values, and how you use that. And discipline is a key factor to that. To become like a sponge and fill your time with productive, beneficial things that are going to reach you towards your goals. And motivation will not allow you to do that. Discipline will, is doing that thing or dying. Do it or die. If you have to read that motivational book, if you have to read that, sort of certain knowledgeable books, Think and Grow Rich is a great one that I like to read. It's very, very famous book by Napoleon Hill, but I'll go through some of my favourite kind of success books and things, or watching a YouTube channel that is beneficial, like mine, guys, like mine. It's beneficial, it's adding value, doing things that add value with your time, okay? It's about discipline. Motivation is not something's going to get you through. And guys, even I'm tantamount to guilty of that. Sometimes I don't have the motivation to do it. It's evening, night, even making this content for you guys out there. I'm making this content for you guys out there. So please, guys, give me a like, support my channel. It's evening time. I'm tired, had a hard workout, we run about during the day, and I'm making good, valuable content for you guys. So please give a thumbs up. Please give a subscribe. Anyway, I'm digressing here. So, you know, the discipline is gonna get you to do that. The discipline is gonna allow you to do the things that you should be doing to develop yourself, to add value to yourself, and to add value to other people. So add value to yourself, grow as a person. You know, reading books, reading knowledgeable things, getting to bed earlier is another thing discipline is going to take you through. I have to shut that television off. I have to be disciplined. I have to be in bed because sleep is important, guys. And this is another video I'll be doing on how to increase your productivity, how to increase it through, you know, your daily habits. And this is another video that you really don't want to miss, guys. You want to subscribe to this channel because you're going to get all this good, valuable information only on Alpha Zone Secrets, guys. So you need to watch us. So, um, these are the key traits and elements of the differences between discipline and motivation. So motivation is not constant, guys. Motivation is up and down. You'll have levels of it, you know, and it's completely based on a feeling and, you know, how emotionally you're feeling on that day. You know, the emotions, you're not feeling emotionally up for it, or you're not feeling up for it. Whereas discipline is, doesn't matter when I'm not feeling up for it. Doesn't matter if a car's broke down. Doesn't matter if it crashes. Something happens, some disaster happens, you're going to still do that task. You're going to get through it because the discipline is being disciplined. And as I want to refer back to, guys, a quick story here to give you an example of discipline, and that I'm not talking through my arse, and I like lead by example. I had bad sciatica for 2 years. I first got my sciatica on the right hand side. It was very painful. 8 months I was off work. I was limping about, and I'm a very physically active person, and it was the worst thing for me to get that in neck and weight training. It was terrible. But I like rested for 8 weeks, and I said, no, I can't do this. And I was literally, guys, limping to the gym, taking buses, okay, taking buses, taking trains, walking on this limp, training with a limp, okay. And how did I do that? That was not through motivation, guys, because my motivation wasn't there because I wasn't physically fully fit to do everything I want to do. It was a sheer discipline because I knew if I faced the pain, went through that discipline, I would benefit at the other end of it. And I have benefited. The motivation wouldn't have got me through. And then it happened to my left hand side. I recovered on the left hand side. I got a sciatic nerve injury. It was impossible. And then both sides. So for a continued 3 years, but what did I do? I used discipline to keep training, keep putting the core fundamentals in. Over the pain, I faced the pain, guys, and stayed disciplined and went and went and went. My injuries have luckily cleared up. I feel the best I've felt, but because I had that discipline and I used that discipline to get through, because I knew down the long run, guys, it's a longer vision down the long run, further down in time. If I just discipline myself, face the pain, once I'm better, I could hit it even harder. And now I'm noticing the results of that, guys. Okay, I'm noticing the results of that. And when I think back to that, guys, that wasn't an easy thing to do. I mean, I used to take two methods of transport, guys. I used to take 2 minutes of transport and then sometimes walk to even save money on a limp, you know, sweating, train, and then walk back. And it was quite a far journey. It's from one end to the city centre to catch a train. So, guys, it's crazy. So, and what got me through that was discipline. Discipline, okay? It's like diet. You want to get fit, you want to eat healthy, clean, you want to stay healthy. Discipline. Not to eat those bad foods, okay? Alcohol, you want to have a good time, discipline, you know, once in every 4 weeks, that's discipline, or even have a spell off alcohol, discipline. So everything like, guys, about discipline. Discipline is a key factor that gets you through certain things, makes you more productive, adds more value to yourself. Discipline. So these are the key differences between discipline and motivation, guys. Motivation can go up and down, it can sink, you know, and you get all these little videos to motivate you, switch it on. Oh, this video is making me motivated, but then that motivation can die once a YouTube video is off. And you know that it's raining outside, it's great, but what makes you go there? It get up and make you drive forward is the discipline. You have to do it. You know, and many famous people talk about this, and you know, they said that's what drove them from people like David Goggins. It was the discipline, you know. It was the sheer discipline behind it, you know. So So these are key differences, guys, on motivation, discipline, and what you should really adapt is try to make yourself more disciplined and adapt, learn about discipline and try and apply this in practice. So with that, guys, I'm gonna call it a day there. I just really appreciate if you like this. If you like this question video today, please give it a thumbs up, a like. Put some comments down. Tell me what you think about discipline, and please subscribe to my channel, guys. It's very important. Helps the YouTube algorithm. Let's help this channel grow, guys. Getting some good content out here for all you guys that are struggling. You know, all you guys maybe getting affected by what's going on. And this is why I want to create this channel. I want to try and add some value, guys. I'm doing this just to add value. I'm just doing it to see where it goes and add value. And I hope everything that I post adds value too. So with that, thanks for watching Alpha Zone Secrets till the next coaching video. Thanks very much.